So, I mean, probably not a huge surprise considering you were one last year, but it's recording. I guess just what does it mean to you to get that honor again?
It means a lot. I mean, anytime your teammates, the people you go to work with every day, you go through everything with them. When they see you as a leader, it always means a lot to you.
Mm-hmm. What is different as a captain? What does it mean to be a captain on? I'm sure every team is different, but on the Wyoming team.
I think you just have to lead by example. Bring people along with you. If they see you working hard in practice and going hard, then they're going to do it too. So I think that's the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm. Are there, besides, I guess, going out for the coin toss or whatever, any specific kind of obligations that you guys have or that, that you take control of as captains?
We talk to the team before games.
Mm-hmm.
We meet with Coach Bo every week just to, make sure everything's going smoothly. But other than that, not too much.
Mm-hmm. Are you more of a, vocal type of captain, or are you more of just kind of do it on the field, or what's your style?
I'm more of a just, lead by example type of guy, but, I think this year I've, at least tried to be a little bit more vocal. I think that's something that I need to work on and, just continue to do.
Is that easier to do now since you had to be a captain last year as well?
Yeah, it's definitely easier this year than it was last year, especially because I'm a year older. And, especially since I've started for 2 years, so it's definitely easier this year.
When you were a sophomore captain, did people even think about it? Was it weird at all, telling a senior what to do if you had to do that? Or is this a team where, you guys don't really pay too much attention to which class people are in?
I don't think we pay too much attention to that. I think we all try to hold each other accountable. If you see someone, not doing the right thing or slacking off, I think we're pretty good at just, as a group, holding each other accountable.
I think today Iowa finally, released who their starting quarterback is going to be. When you're preparing for a team and, have to keep an eye on two guys, is that tough splitting your time between the two, or how, what are some challenges, I guess, of not knowing who the guy's going to be so late?
Yeah, it's definitely tough, especially since there's already not too much film on either of them.
Yeah.
But I think we already had a pretty good feel about who was going to be named the starter, so it hasn't been too much.
In general, it seems like an offense that would rather just run the ball as much as they can. What have you seen from film on their offense?
They're a good offense. They have very a lot of attention to detail. They play hard. They're physical, so it's definitely going to be a challenge for us. And we're going to have to come ready to play and hit all of our fits and things like that.
Do you remember much about James Butler, whether it's playing against him or preparing for him in the past at Nevada?
Yeah, definitely the past 2 years when we played him. The coaches talked about him a lot. He's a big back. He's not an easy guy to tackle, so we're definitely going to have to wrap him up and make sure we're bringing him down.
And I guess, with him and Wadley, the other guy, it seems like they both are maybe two of the most accomplished receivers on that team, too, in terms of getting involved in the pass game. Is that dangerous when you got to keep an eye on them both for the run and the pass?
Yeah, definitely. Especially Wadley, he's very dangerous out the backfield. He's very good when he's able to get the ball in space. So, it's definitely makes it a little harder to game plan for, but it's something that we see on film, so we know that it's going to come, and so it's something that we're preparing for.
I think they got another guy, Quarles, who was on New Mexico last year, who just transferred. Do you remember him at all from? New Mexico doesn't throw it all that much, but from prepping for them.
Not too much. So like I said, we were mostly focused on the triple option, so I don't remember him too much, but. I'm sure he's a solid player. So.
I know, last year the Northern Illinois win was a big win overall, but, if you were able to get a win to start the year at a Big Ten stadium, what would that mean for this team?
I think it would mean a lot, it would just give us so much confidence going into the season. I think we already have a lot of confidence, but I think this will just push it over the edge, and I think it'll be the start of a really good season.
I know you guys talk a lot about Coach Hazelton getting you to kind of just play first before, thinking. Are you pretty happy with where the defense is, at right now coming out of fall camp?
Yeah, definitely. And, I just feel like everybody's getting a good feel. And I think Coach Hayes does a really good job, too, of explaining to us, all of our calls, what we call in each situation, so we know, too. And we know, maybe what to expect from the offense because if he's calling this in a certain situation. So I think everybody's getting a good feel for, what Coach Hayes wants to do. And, I think it's going pretty smooth.
Obviously, you guys go to a Big Ten stadium last year with Nebraska. I guess just in terms of that atmosphere itself, was there any part of it that surprised you or that was, particularly tough?
No, not really. I mean, I think it's harder on the offense because they're going to try to be a little more quiet when their offense is out
Right.
there. But I think it's going to be a pretty fun atmosphere. I know their stadium's close in and kind of on top of you, so I think it's going to be a really fun deal.
Do you guys think of that game as a positive because you hung with Nebraska for 3 quarters, or is a loss a loss, or do you guys I guess even think much about that game looking back a year?
I don't think we haven't really been too focused on it. I think if anything, the biggest thing we're trying to do this year is not be satisfied with hanging with any team. We feel like we can beat every team that's on the schedule, and that's what we want to do. And anytime we come out with the loss, it's a failure. So we're going there to win.
So is this a thing with both Iowa and Oregon where there's really, no such thing as a moral victory? It's just, actual victories that you're after?
Yeah, definitely.
And are you excited? Just what's it like to start a year? I'm sure you could play an FCS game, to start the year still be exciting, but to start it on like such a big stage.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's extremely exciting. The last 2 years, we played North Dakota, and then last year Northern Illinois was a pretty exciting one. We were hyped for that to have them as an opener, but this is a whole new level, especially going there on the road. I think the team's pretty hyped and pretty pumped.
Rico's obviously from Iowa and played there at JUCO. Has he talked much about being excited for this one?
Yeah, I think Rico's definitely excited. His whole family's there, and they're coming to the game, and they didn't really recruit him, so I think he wants to go. He's got something that he wants to prove there too.
I know he was named the kick returner on the depth chart. Is he a pretty dangerous guy, do you think, if he gets the ball in his hands?
Yeah, definitely. Rico's, one of the fastest, if not the fastest guy on this team. He has blazing speed, so anytime he can get into space, he has the potential to take it the distance.